I'll start with my presentation. Okay. So what I'm gonna help you understand is that I'll walk you through what are the career opportunities are there in blockchain. But prior to that, I'll give you a little bit of background about myself. Few of the things has been already spoken about me. I'm right now handling the business. I'm the founder and the person who is responsible for all the good and bad decision in Block Labs. This Excel sheet that I have created is created by the mindset, like what all the steps that I took when I just started knowing nothing into the blockchain domain or knowing nothing into the startup domain, and making sure that I overcome all of those steps, and making sure that I survive by all of the crypto winter and the and the pandemic that we are in. So all of these hats are somehow donned by me, or I somehow make sure that we understand those areas critically to get to a level where we are sure that we survive all this time. So now I really want to give a heads up that the career opportunity, what Abhimanyu also mentioned and Shandu also mentioned, and this discussion is all about, that we have to make sure that what are the areas that we can actually cater to in the blockchain domain. And you can be one of these guys. These are the heads against which I'm just thinking, like, these things will should appeal to the larger masses, because we are the mix of that crowd. People, even if people are like just good at writing something, I think they have a very strong chance to become the voice of a new startup who just don't know that how to present themselves. And let's say a UI UX designer, these are the guys like who help businesses to find the sweetheart point where they marry the ease of use and and they simultaneously create the appeal of the product in the eyes of the or the user of that particular product, right? uh, Third one comes as a DevOps. I see a great potential in this area, because it's not going to be, because DevOps is something like which we found out in last 5-7 years that it is so critical to any blockchain startup. And it involves important people to understand that how to make sure that this solution is always available to for the consumer to be used. So DevOps is one area. The most coveted position is researcher. I feel that the researchers are the people like who go in the game of trial and error and error and error and try and error again and again, and they find out one quick portion where it is working just absolutely right. I think these are the most honorable people in our journey, and these are the people, let's say, who are finding new consensus algorithms which are easier and much more resilient to the negative incentives that can happen and that can break the, let's say, protocol of the blockchain. So I think these are the areas which is very less explored in India. The quality of research is anyhow down, but I think this is one area. If people can understand the economics, game theory, mathematics, this is one such area which can actually just give you so much of information and knowledge. Just this is this opens up a whole new world for you. And then it comes to the developer. So developer actually bakes onto what research have put their midnight oil in, and developers take that research and then try to they try to burn their midnight oil to make sure that it gets to a level where it can be used by the larger masses. So that's one area that we all are like. I also am somehow involved in this. Media is one area where I think this is again an important this is again the voice of the right steps that the crypto community or the blockchain community taking as a whole. So media anyhow plays a very vital role in getting that accepted by the larger masses. The business development role. So business development role is important for all the people who are incumbent in any industry, and then they can actually start understanding, okay, if this is blockchain and this is where I'm working, then they have to find that bridge, that how does these two things connect. And these are the sharpest of the mind, like who create that business need out of the thin air. These are the guys who say like, hey guys, I think blockchain can be suited really really well here, and I think this is the way it will both connect. And these are the guys who actually create and fill the gap. They create the need and fill the gap. Legal, I think legal is again an important aspect, because in the eyes of the regulations, let's say the people, you have to be presented in a way that you do not you do not go in a anti relationship with your law of the land. So legal people are the most important backbone of any industry when it comes to presenting them really well in the eyes of regulatory authority. Finance is again, because finance and legal have opposite laws. In legal, if you do something wrong, like you are not guilty until proven, but in finance you are guilty the until not proven. You are okay, because finance has a just a different view to look at it. So make sure that you can actually explore this area from the perspective. Let's say there are existing CAs who can actually jump onto this understanding of the cryptocurrencies and the tax, because a majority of the people, the first chunk of the people are exposed to, let's say, cryptocurrencies, and they don't know how to file their taxes. And they have to know, if they can actually educate themselves, they can help a lot of people by not getting somehow in the wrong hands of the regulations again. The last one is the traders. I call them like Schrodinger's cat, like a career option, because they are the most liquid and the illiquid class of career. Because if you do not place your bet right, you immediately become a bag holder, and then you have to like bear the burden of that. So make sure that the trader profile is not a full time one. If at all it's full time one, it's great if you can actually understand the nook and corner of this profile. Otherwise, I think it should be mix and match with the other options. Last, I have left a lot of areas here to actually Abhishek also to take over and help you understand the quantification of all these things. My job was to actually give you a very like a high level of understanding that where we all can fit in into this like overarching blockchain keyword. These are the options we have. We all can fit in into it, and maybe there are many more which I couldn't find. But there will be like a lot of people much more smarter than me who will help you understand, okay, these are the ones which you can actually explore. And that's where I will stop.